It's all a toss-up, up and down. You feel like you're spinning on a merry-go-round. Ain't life itchy, ain't scratching your head, and it's all just part of the ride. It's all just part of the ride. You see magic happen before your eyes. I hear it's just the devil hidden in the skies. I don't know, I don't even care, and it's all just part of the ride. You got a 4-leaf clover in a rosary, a laughing Buddha beneath a money tree. Feeling lucky, come on with me. Working with your hands, working with your mind. It don't matter on the other side. It's hard to make a living, Lord, I'm tired of swimming. It's all just part of the ride. Got a 4-leaf clover and a rosary, a laughing Buddha beneath a money tree. I'm feeling pretty lucky, come along with me. There's good things coming just over the hill. I'm gonna get a chance to ring that till. Cause it's all toss up, we're up or down, and you feel like you're spinning on a merry-go-round. Ain't life itchy, scratching your head. It's all just part of the ride. All just part of the ride. It's all just part of the ride.
Hey everyone, my name is Evan Getz, and I'm the Executive Director of the historic Tybee Post Theater. And we have Matt Eckstine in our office today for our first ever Tybee Desk Concerts. Welcome, Matt.
Thanks for having me. It's exciting to be the first one. That's really cool.
Yeah, we're doing a little experiment, and you get to be a part of that. So we're glad that you're here in our actual office.
Let's get some work done, all right? Come on.
I know. Where is everyone? Where's the staff? I had to kick them out. So you are playing for our Tybee Post Music Festival this year, 2024, November 7th, 8th, and 9th, and you're our opener, November 7th. So we're excited to have you at that particular concert. But first, before we get into that, I'd like you to tell everyone who you are, where you're from, what's your story.
Cool. Well, my name is Matt Eckstine. I am from the Cleveland, Ohio area. I've been down in the low country here for almost 20 years now. So, I'm feeling like I'm getting closer to be a local. I'm working on it. And gosh, I've been playing music since middle school. I started a band in high school, and I caught the bug. And I've been blessed to be able to keep doing music for my career.
What was the first instrument that you picked up?
The first one was trumpet.
Yeah.
I started trumpet like 5th grade kind of thing, and then it turned into the love of the electric guitar, and then turned into acoustic guitar.
Nice. What kind of band did you have?
We were pop punk. We were like trying to be Blink-182.
Nice.
Green Day. Yeah.
Did you play anywhere other than?
Your garage? We played Cleveland. Yeah,
Really?
We did pretty well. For little kids, I thought that we had original music we recorded, and yeah, we had some like success. Yeah,
that's cool. Pretty cool. That's awesome to be a middle schooler and try to be in a band and be successful at it. That's really awesome.
Well, it wasn't until high school that we got a little success,
Oh, okay. Yeah. Right. Got a little bit older.
We started in middle school.
Sure.
Yeah. Well, it's good to be here at the Tybee Desk. I'm going to play a John Prine song. That last one was one of mine. I've got a long history with John Prine's music here at the Tybee Post Theater. Done several of the shows here, and another one coming soon. So here's a little Prine for you. I wish you love and happiness. I guess I wish y'all best. I wish you don't feel like I do. Don't you fall in love with someone like you. feel just like I did. You probably walk around the block just like a little kid, but the kids don't know. They can only guess how hard it is to wish you happiness. Now to say that love is like a Christmas card. You decorate your tree, you throw it in your yard, and it decays and dies, and them snowmen melt. I once knew love, I knew how it felt. Yeah, I knew love, and love knew me. When I walked, love walked me. And now I got no hate, I got no pride, but I got so much love I just can't hide. So you drive Chevy, you drive Ford, so you drive around the town till you just get bored, and then you change your mind for something else to do, and your heart gets bored with your mind and it changes you. That's a doggone shame, it's an awful mess. I wish you love, I wish you happiness. I wish you love, wish you happiness. Yeah, I guess I wish y'all best.
Sure. So tell me, like, who influences you musically?
It's just so much, anything that just moves me. I love, just to name a few of my favorites, I love Tom Petty. I listen to a lot of Tom Petty. Tom Petty radio lives in my car.
Mm-hmm.
I love John Prine. I love Paul Simon, Neil Young. You know, so a lot of like that kind of stuff. But then I also love Green Day. I love Green Day. I love a catchy melody. I love the Beatles, the Stones. You know, all kinds of stuff.
What's it about their music or your favorite artist's music? Like, why does that touch you in such a way and really inspire you to like pick up the guitar and like maybe even mimic them or be inspired by their music? What does it for you?
You know, it's like kind of like taking a deep dive on anything that you love. You know, you follow it all the way through. So learning a whole bunch of a catalog of a musician, you really can pick up the identity of them, and you know, one would hope that, you know, some of the things that you love rub off into your own art. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like, you know, painters learn to paint like this person, and then, you know, maybe it shows up a little bit, or they learn that skill. Yeah. You know, whether it's guitar strategy or a way of singing. All right, I'm gonna wrap it up with another one of my songs. This one was a song that was on the first album of my band, The Accomplices, and this was one that we always like to do live. And it kind of reminds me of me trying to be John Prine, so I feel like that's kind of fitting. So, a little Fly on a Pie, this one's called. There's old dust on the work boots sitting on the floor. It seems Sally, she can't take it anymore. Living in the city ain't what it's cracked up to be. I'd rather be on the dock with the water to my knees. And I'd be But it ain't easy, it ain't fair. No one ever said it would be like heaven down here. Like a fly on a pie, I'm sitting on a windowsill. I'll soak it on up until I get my fill. Living in the past is sort of like living a lie. I'd rather be in the shade on a piece of humble pie. But it ain't easy, it ain't fair, and no one ever said it'd be like heaven down here. No, it ain't easy, won't you give it a try? We could be in the shade like a fly on a pie. So you're sitting on the concrete, you're humming out a tune. Rather be in the jungle, hanging with big bad leaves. We climb up a tree, we swing from limb to limb. My jungle duck friend, take a little swim. Yeah, we could be oh, but it ain't easy, it ain't fair. No one ever said it'd be like heaven down here. This world ain't easy, Lord knows it ain't fair. It's a lot like a big old spinning tire. When it lands, it finds you there. Getting the facts.
When you write music, when you're inspired by other artists and you decide, hey, I'm going to write my own stuff, what's your process like? How do you start? Is it consistent always, or is it just whenever it hits you?
It's not consistent. I wish it was. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes just like, the guitars, I usually always have a guitar laying around, or I've been playing a lot on a synthesizer, and I just have some instruments laying around, and sometimes if I play and something cool happens, I'll record it on my phone usually. It's just because it's right there. And, you get together with somebody. I get together with my friend Stan Ray, the drummer and of the Accomplices, and a great musician, and we'll hash out some stuff, and next thing you know, like something's cooking, and usually the words are going to come last for me,
Interesting.
I'll let the song tell me the feel of it, kind of set the story or the mood,
Yeah, and then the words come to you.
Usually.
That's really interesting. Well, I think you're a storyteller for sure.
I try to be.
With your music, not only the way that you play, but your words as well. So it's interesting, the process of music first and then words. I love that. Yeah,
and that's just like how it's been in the last few years. There's times I've sat down and just kind of sang like my heart, and and the chords are always G, C, and D.
Yeah. Faithful.
That's God's key.
Yeah.
And then sometimes like Flying Up High was like that. It was just like those chords. It had to be those chords.
Yeah. Words. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Well, again, Music Festival. We're excited for you to play on November 7th. Tell me a little bit about that particular show, because you're bringing a lot of your friends to our stage.
Yeah, that's going to be real special. And, I'm kind of using this to get the word out and really start getting folks excited, because it's going to be just a great show. Evan, you and I were like talking about the name, and we kind of went back and forth, like trying to come up with like a great name for this show. And we came up with the Low Country All-Star Review.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
I'm really excited about that name, because it's just like, because that's exactly what it is. It's we've got some amazing musicians. We have Lynn Avenue, who's a great country band, local band. Cece is the front woman of that, and she's just so good. So I'm so glad to have them. We have the bluegrass being represented by Spec Hosty Band, and they have Evan Rose in that band, who's probably one of the best bluegrass voices you'll ever hear anywhere.
Yeah.
So, that's really great. So we have bluegrass, we have country, and then we have local hero and possible mayoral candidate Eric Dauber performing some of his low country inspired blues. So he's kind of doing that. And then, of course, we have myself as the host, and I have backing me up one of the most premier jazz bands you'll ever hear, the Eric Jones Trio. So we're going to have some jazz, country, bluegrass, storytelling, folk, and blues. So that's just like a really well-rounded bill.
Yeah, it's really cool. It truly is a celebration, not only of local musicians, but just of genres of music. And to bring people into our theater, into our space, and to experience that in an intimate way, I think is going to be really exceptional. And we're so excited to have you on our stage and everyone else that you're bringing. It's going to be great.
It's going to be a party, for sure. Like, we're definitely going to end up at Huckabee's afterwards.
Nice.
With all those people, So I'm going to have to get a hotel room. I'll just set up a tent behind the post.
There you go. It's done. You can stay there the whole weekend.
But yeah, no, it's going to be really special. And just what a great, just showing the talent we have here in the Low Country and in Savannah, Tybee, all the just different styles to come together, and just I'm excited to introduce like some of those people haven't really been on a stage together, so that's going to be exciting too.
It's going to be energetic for sure. There are other shows, obviously, but you're kicking off the festival, the 3-day weekend, with our local night. Then on the 8th, we have the Embers, which is an amazing beach band. We're excited to bring them. And then rounding out the weekend is Drew Holcomb and the Neighbors. Americana, folk, a little bit of country with Drew as well. And it's just going to be a fantastic weekend. This is obviously a fundraiser for the theater, so we appreciate any support, and we would love for you all to enjoy this and get tickets.
Yeah, definitely. Get tickets for all 3 nights if you can. Definitely come on out if you're a local music fan. Come on out because this is gonna be amazing. It's gonna be really a strong show. I can't wait to just get the set list cooking, and I really want this thing to flow like a really professional show. So like I'm gonna host it and walk out and put on some different outfits, and we're gonna make it fun. It's gonna be festive and fun.
Well, with you involved, I know it's gonna be professional, so we're excited to have you.
Thanks, Evan. And likewise, like big shout out to working with the crew here, the behind the scenes crew that you can't see behind cameras and audio and everything, and of course Evan. So thank y'all for doing what you do, and we have like a safe place to share our art on Tybee. We really appreciate y'all.
I love it. Well, we'll see you all in November.
See you there.